Hello, everybody. Wow, June 30th. Can you believe it? Rainy here, but it's supposed to be a beautiful day. I hope you're all having a blessed day. I figure I am. I got up and I'm breathing, so that's a great start. And I'm here with my bestest buddy, Chris Johnson, and
Wow.
we're about to razzle dazzle. Pretty simple show today, but it's important. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. We know, when I say we know, I'm saying people that are plugged in, have been watching what's going on, and absolutely trust Mr. Mupara as much as anybody on the planet. When I say that, if you don't, I can't change that. I don't even want to try. If you followed what I followed, you know what he's done. I've never had anybody do that for me. No one, including family members, by the way. So let's stay focused. Meaning, there's a thing out yesterday. Mr. Nazal resigned. He's got another job. Blah blah blah. Hey, could be true. Probably is, but who cares? I mean, not really. Who cares? You don't have to focus on it. I want to tell you, I worked for a. Things happen in big companies, and this is a big company. I think we lose scope because of the bubble type thing we're in as founders. How big we really are, how massive we are. And when I was in a company all my life as a young out of high school until I wound up on disability, I got in different positions, and I want to tell you, the rumor mill was cranking in high speed. Hey, did you hear? Did you know? Look what happened. This is what happened. This is why it happened. In reality, most of the time it's not true. Most of the time it wasn't the reason. And people change. Organizations change. People come, they go. Here's what happened. A lot of people, and I'm not saying this about Nazar, I don't know. Let's get that to point. We don't know. But a lot of people come to an organization, they come out of high school, and they are building their career. The business that they're in at the time is a step to the real business they want or the real goal they want. So somebody might come in and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a teacher, English teacher. They put in 4 or 5 years. They get good credentials. They get a good review. They move up. Next thing you know, what they really want to be is a professor in a college. So they work their way up. Now, the reason I'm saying that, keep your eyes focused and keep your eyes on the prize, is our goal is this beautiful company gets moving, and and goals for us are dreams starting to come true. That's the prize. Dreams starting to come to reality. Now, during that time, because we know the man in charge wanted it that way, he wants to razzle dazzle us. He wants to make us happy. I know it sounds crazy. It's not normal in this world, but he really does. And sometimes you have to make adjustments. Sometimes people make their own adjustment. Whatever it is, this is all normal. That's all I want to say. And one thing asked all of us, if you didn't hear it from him, take it with a grain of salt. That means whatever. So when we hear from him again, he tells us what we need to know. But let's remember this. Let's stay focused on what we need to be focused on. Let's focus on knowing our business. Let's focus on taking care of each other. Let's focus on guiding people that maybe don't know what to do. And for me and Chris, we have modified our focus of we want to put the light on other people. And I want to explain what that means. Not to shine, to try to make you do something that you don't want. That's way out of what I would want to do. I believe all of you have something to offer. And I also believe some of you know what you could be doing, know your potential, at least part of it. But also I know in the last 5 years, well, more than that, 15, 20 years, I have met people and I see more potential in them than they do themselves. Sometimes shining the light on them will crack that shell just a crack as they talk. Everybody that's been on Shine the Light, the beginning of the show, they're happy, they're on, they got their camera. The end of the show, they're a little more confident. Flat out. Call me a liar. Not you, Chris. Anybody, call me a liar. But I believe that with all my heart. And I believe every time we do that, and listen, I encourage everybody to do it. Every time we focus on the things I hear is this person's here, this person's here, and this person's here. This company was never designed that way. How do I know? The biggest servant of all is the CEO. He doesn't even do it. If he's not doing it, we shouldn't do it. But really, we're going to be doing Shine the Light, which means put the light on Johnny and say, Johnny, what's up? You know, we all go through life, and it's always that stage and always so-called special people up there. Listen, everyone's special. And as soon as you realize, as soon as that crack hits, just enough to get a little bit of light through it, you'll come out of your shell. Guarantee it. And whatever your goal is, the problem with people is they compare. Well, I'm not going to be like, well, let that go. Of course you're not. I'm not Martin Luther King. I'll never be like him. I can inspire myself and chase that parts of him that I want to be. You're like Chris Johnson. I don't want to be all Chris Johnson, but I love the part where he enters a room and everybody smiles. It's true. It's what happens. And you have that. All of you have that. I see it every time we do one. Every time I go in a meeting and a couple people talk, by the end of the meeting, which we had an hour long yesterday, I looked at the people's face. First thing is, everybody gets a different perspective of everybody. That's beautiful. Because you say to yourself, well, I didn't realize he or she was this, whatever it is, whatever this is. Then they're getting the same thing. So it's a snowball of hope and promise. And then you move that on. Then they move it on. Then you move it on. Then they move it on. I always said to Chris, when he did that thing for the African people over there, that young man and those kids in that school, the roof fell in, I thought, wow, he's not helping that man by himself. Those little kids will not forget it. Those little kids that were kicking that freaking paper ball around got a brand new soccer ball. They'll never forget it. They will come with friends. They'll have different acquaintances in life. They'll never, an old person will sit down and say, you know, I remember there was a guy in the United States, he'll know his name, bought us a soccer ball. Really? Oh, yeah, he sent him over for the boys and the girls. And we think, oh, what's the big deal? It was an impact in their life. And that's what we do for everybody. A soccer ball is life-changing. But for somebody else, it may not be. It may be something else. That's why I say, stay focused, listen to people. Let's focus on each other. And the prize is we get to live our dream. And if we do this journey correctly, like my opinion, if we go to this journey correctly, it will be contagious. And there's nothing better than to have everybody catch what I have right now. And that's the love of people and ONPASSIVE. If you can share that with millions, maybe tens of millions, maybe even a billion, the news will change on TV. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm going to turn it over to Chris. And that's words of wisdom from some fat guy in New Jersey. Anyway, it's all yours, Chris.
Very good, Marty. Oh my God, I could bounce so much off that. I know I don't want to be on there too long because Red's not coming on today. We have the Heroes at 2:00. Go check that out. You know what Sunday is for me. I want to thank Delisa, Christie, Gina, and Narelle for being excellent admins. And you know what I like? Because I got more negative people, naysayers coming to my channel, you know what that means to me is we're doing everything right. We're doing everything right. And I'm smiling because Marty reminded me about the soccer balls. And these other bad channels, I call them, they don't talk about the good we've done in a passive and we haven't made all they haven't made money, they have products. No, but we changed probably thousands of people's lives by doing good from in on passive from the founders. When I started talking about Seeds Academy, hundreds and hundreds of people jumped in on that and supported and still support Seeds Academy today. So yeah, and he's had thousands of kids come through his school a year, and it keeps going on. And yeah, those soccer balls, that was one of my most favorite days in the world to watch those kids playing with those soccer balls. So the negative people, they're going to come no matter what, because we're getting bigger and bigger and better. And they want to kind of say everything that we say and turn it around and twist it. Typical devil work, I call it, evil. It doesn't change who I am. I'm still going to go out and do what I got to do to help people, regardless how negative people feel about me, or they whatever they want to think about me. It's okay with me. Real quick story. When I was at my job, Bob DeCoucy, who I love with all my heart, he says stay focused. Of course, we mess with him a little bit because it was funny. We had a good time with it, but I still love that he says stay focused. When I was at my work relating back and forth to him passive, I had a lot of responsibilities. It was hard to stay focused on just one thing, but I knew I had to. Was not easy. Turn it on to Ash Mafara. Ash Mafara has to stay focused on everything to make sure this is going. Make sure to be transparent with us. Let us know about this information. The news, I don't have a back office right now. Period. I don't have a back office right now. So I don't know really what's going on. So I don't really want to talk about things. I'm not going to give you my speculation on what's happening. I do know what Ash Mafara said for the last couple of weeks is I got to do things some different ways because people are not following what I wanted, and I want to put it back. That's my update, to listen to what he says constantly. I don't veer away from it. Oh my God, I get so many people that send me stuff. Is this true? Please don't send me that stuff if it's true. You'll know it's true when Ash Mafara comes on and talks about it. And this is because I don't want to be put in a place where you're going to think, oh, I can't trust Chris or Marty. This is why we don't talk about a lot of things, because we don't necessarily know all the information or any of the information. So it's best for us to keep you in the truth, facts of what we know what's going on, which is unpassive, which is our products. This is why we're talking about our products. Leave Ash do all the fun stuff, as we say. And when he's ready to come out and tell us what's going on with whatever he's doing, that's when I listen. That's when I pay. That's when I really stay focused. And I'm a floater. I don't always stay focused perfectly, but I try to. If I'm not sure about something, I ask questions, not to you guys, to the big guy himself. Can you give me a better understanding of what this is so I can understand it? One thing I don't want to do is ever give you false information. And that would be me speculating if I'm getting you false information. So all the stuff he's going through right now, I got 100% faith and trust in what he's doing, period. I don't sway from that. I don't let my family members, I don't let public people, friends I had, tell me something different. You could tell me everything in the world that you think's wrong with me, and that's okay, because I love who I am. I'm honest and truthful. I love that. And Seeds Academy is very thankful and is still thankful because people are still helping out with helping them. And that's what we do in Unpassive. That's the big picture here. That is what we should be focusing on. What's going to happen as a passive goes viral? The big picture is we're going to help people. We're going to change things. Each individual will be changing things. Each one of us have said, boy, my God, look at my neighbor. I really like to help her out. You're going to help her out or him out. That's the big picture, folks. Let's put away The money, which we know is going to be there, I mean, that's a done deal. But let's concentrate on what we could do positive to help individuals out. Ignore people that are ignorant to what's going on with ONPASSIVE. They want to give you their opinion. Their opinion doesn't mean anything to me. They can say whatever they want. Life is good for me. Life is exciting. We got a big holiday weekend coming up, July 4th. Woohoo! Go America! I love that holiday. Everything that I know, even the bad in my life, I got one more doctor's appointment on Monday. So after that, I'm going to be really working on shining on the light. I've had some doctor's appointments. I'm fine, just checkups. But you got to remember this. Both of us have personal lives. All right. And there's things that we got to get done sometimes. But I have got a couple posters already made. I will let you know as soon as we schedule it. I promise you that. I want to say I'll use Delisa Christie. Even Gina Leva, we were supposed to do a recording, and because we don't have our awesome product on Connect right now, which is fine, they wanted to record. Well, Marty says, nah, we're just going to go live. And they all went, oh, they got a little nervous. Oh, we'd rather just record. No, you'll be fine. And they were, especially Delisa, she was awesome. She didn't sway. She spoke from her heart. She spoke her mind. She told us about all of them. Everyone on that panel yesterday had something to say that I never knew about them. And that's the whole point of shining the light on others, to getting information on someone we don't know, or that we may, Rupa Roy. I don't know much about Rupa Roy. So what did I do? I handed over to Jean. You know her a lot more. And she said some beautiful things about her. That's what we do as ONPASSIVians, if that's even a word. This is what I want to do. I don't want to knock anyone down to make them feel like they're worth nothing. I constantly want to pick people up. That's what I've tried to do my whole life. Do I get angry and mad at some people? I do. I'm a human being. Does Ash Mafara get mad and angry at people? I'm sure he does. Does he show it? No. He keeps himself focused on the big picture, which the big picture is success, time, freedom, helping, positive, everything. Don't change that in your mind. I want to do a quick test here. Watch this, Marty. This is something I just thought about. I want to know if you're paying attention to me. Everyone stop writing in the chat right now. Everyone just stop writing in the chat. Collins Manna, you're not focused. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we're talking and I watch the chat, which is fine. I'm just joking. We really want you to hear what we're saying. So sometimes you guys get lost in the chat and you're not paying attention, and you can go back and watch the recording. So as you can see, it really stopped for about 1 second and people keep on talking, and that's okay. But we want you to stay focused on what we're trying to tell you. Stay positive. Things are happening. Things are moving. Things are spinning. Things are being adjusted. Do we know all that? No, but I'm sure Ash Mafar will come out and let us know. When, I don't know, and that's okay. All right. Happy birthday if you got a birthday. I've been sharing a prayer for prayer of the day on my Facebook. It's a beautiful prayer. If you'd like to go listen to it, it's probably a little bit long, but it's a beautiful prayer. It'll help all of you. And I encourage everyone to do that. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, try to stay focused. Like Chris said, that was pretty funny. I was going to do another. I'm going to try another stay focused thing, and let's see who's listening. Are you ready? I want everybody to write in the chat, I am ONPASSIVE. Go.
I thought about that one. It takes a couple minutes.
I know.
Yes, women in the chat rock. You guys all rock. I don't see nothing yet. There's one. There's the first one. Paul.
Here's another one. Come on.
I stopped chatting 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds. That's okay.
There we go. It's a delay, but you all did it. And now we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Heroes at 2:00. They're going to be on the YouTube channels because they're coming from Restream here. And don't worry, we're in good hands. We're in great hands. We're in the hands of ONPASSIVE, Mr. Mubarak, who's in the hands of God. I want you to picture that painting, okay? God, Ash Mubarak, us.